everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Making Dough Show. This is Hingham.
Howdy.
And I'm Matt, your host for the show today. And Hingham, what are we talking about today?
Well, we're talking about something that Matt and I learned from our trip to, we just went a vacation trip, went to Vicksburg, went to Destin.
It was a business trip if the IRS
That's
is
right.
listening.
That's correct. It was a business conference. We take our kids. I'm not going to leave the kids home, so we had to take our kids on a business conference.
We can't do that.
Yeah, we can't. So, and also it was a very educational trip. We had a fantastic time, and before it's late, I'm going to tell you, if this is the first time you're watching one of our episodes, please subscribe to this channel. Let's stay in touch. We're restaurant owners just like you, and we want to help you crush it in this business and make a lot of dough. Also, we have a good gift on our website on MakingDoughShow.com about a year's worth of marketing ideas to grow your restaurant sales. It's 52 ideas, one a week. You apply it, you get results, make money. Let's go. Okay. Today we're talking about 3 reasons why you're selling yourself short and what to do about it as restaurant owners. Matthew, why don't you talk about the experience? We wanted to go to the Vicksburg Park.
Okay.
And what was our perception for the Vicksburg Park
going to Vicksburg,
the museum,
the World War II
Museum,
the National World War II Museum
New
in New Orleans. So it was a good southern trip. And we definitely had some southern restaurants. It was a very authentic experience. And considering we're used to pizza, it was different spicing, salt, pepper.
No Italian,
salt,
no
pepper.
Garlic, no.
Salt and pepper? Yeah, salt and pepper. And so there was some Cajun stuff too, which is nice. But so in what we learned about in Vicksburg and in the World War II National History Museum is that we were totally unprepared for the experience because we think both of those places sold themselves short. We had an amazing time driving through the battlefield. We lived in the desert of New Mexico for a long time. When you see something green, it's different.
Yeah.
It's weird. And it was so nice to go see where those soldiers fought and died for what they believed in America, what their vision for. Vicksburg was the key battle for the Western Theater. It was in Mississippi. At that time in the 1860s, there was basically 2 fronts, Western and Eastern Front. If you've heard of the Western Front, probably from World War I, but there was still a Western and Eastern Theater in the Civil War. And so the key battles that led to the end of the Confederacy in the West was Vicksburg, the Siege of Vicksburg, and that ended on July 4th, 1863. And then Gettysburg also ended a couple days earlier on July 2nd in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. And so those 2 battles happened at the same, restaurant owner can't count. Those 2 battles ended at the same time, and basically the rest of the war was kind of down. The Confederacy could not recover. And so this campaign was key. And
anyways, we wanted to go see all that with our family, and so
you could tell I like history a little bit,
loves history, all that. So we went to see that, and again, as a person, you looking that up, you're going to look up online because you don't know. You're going to read some of the reviews. You're going to look on their website.
We've never even been to Mississippi.
Yeah, we've never been there. Or for the World War II Museum, you go in, and literally, we did not know what to expect.
Well, we went to the wrong building. Like there was no, hey, dummy tourist, start here. Like,
anyways, is that. We were wow, why isn't this place not even busy? It should have been
so
way busier. Like every American should at some point bring their family here. Looking at some of these.
Look at what the generation of the Civil War did, how they fought and died, seeing the video, seeing the reenactment and stuff like that, seeing those things, learning how that, and then ended up in World War II where the greatest generation suffered in the Depression, then fought. And millions died in that war, and then how we emerged out of that in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, but the point we're talking about is a restaurant like Starbucks, they do not sell themselves short. They set up, you go to their website, do their social, the perception you get and what they're famous for is that, this, as though there's this fancy thing versus, everything they sell, which is not food, it's all frozen. It goes into these microwave or whatever, and it's like they charge handsomely for things that they do not make. They don't pay labor for nothing. for the stuff they make. I mean, because they don't make anything.
You're in the back of your restaurant balling dough for pizza, right? And they're getting theirs on the truck.
No, yeah, there was like a piece of egg thing we bought, like $4.50. I was like, that like what?
Frittata thing.
And they're not even making it, just stick it into the oven. But they're able to charge handsomely because they don't sell themselves short and the reputation they have left. So I wanted to tell you 3 reasons why, as a restaurant owner, you are selling yourself short. The one is that I think actually, Matt and I just reflecting on ourselves, we're not telling our story well. Like these museums, these places, they're not telling their story well, and they're not telling the story in a way that appeals to different people. Like a park is like, hey, hiking people, families, people who are into history, young generation, old people, veterans, military background. Like these are, you have to appeal to different people differently, and you have to tell your story with not just words, visuals, in creative ways, enthusiastic ways. Are you telling your story? We're not. Yeah. We're not telling our story well, honestly, and this is a reflection
we need to. Yeah, like the World War II Museum, it should have been way more compelling, but you go on the site and it's just, it's kind of bland, it's kind of, come see the museum, blah, 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 and it's going to cost this much, and, she's trying to save money, she's like, it's going to cost how much? Oh my, and then, of course, we were tasting a pizzeria next door, and that was near building number 4, which is not where you're supposed to start. But we didn't know that. We got tickets there and we're like, this is it. I can't believe I paid this much for this. And then, it turns out they didn't sell the experience. And it was disappointing that they didn't sell us the experience of, hey, no, go walk through the exhibit where you can feel like you're in the jungles of Guadalcanal, which is a battle in World War II. Hang on, let me talk about it right now for time's sake.
Oh my goodness.
I can have my own channel later because I could talk about that for a while. Anyway, you get to go feel like you're on Guadalcanal. They got, stuff in cases, guns, and, hats, and it looks like a jungle. It was so cool, and we got 20 minutes there because we didn't even make it to building 3 after we went 1, then 2, then 3, until the very end when they're about to close. And by the way, guys, extend your hours. Like, come on.
Anyways, so the next thing is, how are you, selling yourself short online or even offline? How are people perceiving you? So again, when you go to like Starbucks website, they have the branding to the whatever. Obviously, they have a team for all that, department for branding, photography, video, blah, 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 whatever. But to
Justin
a point,
Michelli.
Whoever it is. But the point is, what is your online reputation in that when somebody goes to your website, do they know what's unique about you? Do you have some, like for instance, about these museums and whatever? They have no videos, some photography, like, okay, what to expect going there,
I don't know, a little bit of a planner for the CNU that, is like, okay, it's going to take you 8 hours to make it through this exhibit. Plan for that.
Yeah, there's no information. So... Yeah. Making people with stuff. And then we went in store, we arrived there, they have 2, no respect to the old people, but they were old, sour people. It seems like they're not happy with their job, like they don't provide any information. Okay, so you're not gonna have stuff online. Hey y'all, this is what to expect, this is how long it takes, this is this, whatever. In there, the perception I got is like, oh, like nothing, because this is very expensive because I'm not seeing the value. The price is over here. I'm not seeing the value because you're not selling it, people. Starbucks sells frozen products. Charge this much for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Speaking of which, we had time to reflect on our own story. Yeah. Matanga's is our pizzeria. It's Matt and Anga. You can see my logo right here. I'm Matt, she's Anga. We're 2 engineers who got tired of the jobs in New Mexico, wanted to escape exile, and we love the sound of Texas, business, hospitality. It just seems to fit, and obviously we love to eat at restaurants. And so we decided to buy a restaurant, come to Texas, same 2 weeks, and change careers, everything. And we've founded this restaurant. Yeah, with young kids. We founded the restaurant. We love pizza, love serving the community, and we've grown it. We have recipes that are obviously engineered for success on your taste buds. But believe me, it is good pizza.
And it's always improving. We're always tweaking things to improve.
But that's our story. How does 2 engineers go from a mining company in New Mexico to Texas to a pizzeria? Like my dad was making fun of me because we went the wrong way. I'm supposed to make pizza while I'm in college and then have an engineering job. We flipped it. We went the other way.
I'm so glad we did, but
that's
our story, and we're not telling it well. And when someone goes to our website, or whatever. I don't think we're doing a good job at all about it. We do make sure that every time we have a new hire in the orientation process, there is a section where it's about our story, so our people know our story. Yeah. We do have that, but I don't think when it comes to online or even in store, we're telling that story well. And so the call to action for this video is that if you know, do you have your story, you know, think about, just make time, an hour, go to your website, go to what you know, in your restaurant, when you're looking around, are you telling the story of your company, your people, or what's special about your food, or you know,
why is it there? Why did you make the company, build the company, start the company?
Because if not, you're selling yourself short. And restaurants are like Starbucks, they are kicking our butt with their frozen stuff, and you have many.
And they're not even the best rated coffee.
No, we don't want to go there, but I mean, because they're not. But and then you have a lot of local restaurants. They put a whole heart of effort, you know.
The whole family's involved.
Or family, whatever, and no one knows about it. What a loss! What an absolute loss! You know, just like the World War II museum, that we should be much busier. You and I need to be much busier. Our restaurant need to be much busier.
Oh yeah, that World War II museum, that should be on every high school field trip list.
It's not,
like it should definitely be like required.
And your restaurant need to be the go-to, whatever thing you
yeah,
sell
in
your town, people.
Yeah. If they think pizza, if they think burgers, if they think, you know,
you
steak or burritos, you need to come to mind.
Yeah. So that is our desire for our restaurant. And we know that it's for you as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, we just share some of our experiences as we're going through them, and we're reflecting on that, and we're hoping that it serves you. And don't sell yourself short.
Nope.
And let's go make some dough, people.
Go big or go home.
That's right. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment below, let us know your thoughts, if there's any way we can help you, and go download your PDF on our website, people. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.